Hello, and welcome to Tapierian Industries, a show in which I, Mr. Tapier, make some real-life chats into Kerbal Space Program. And today, what are we going to do? It's actually already on the runway. It's going to be the ME-163 jet. Well, I'll tell you why it's jet. Anyway, I think we are first going to go to the hangar. And by the way, you should be happy I already made it. With how many hours I spent tinkering this thing and trying to make it work and everything. Or just thinking like, I want to add something and then having to fill with everything again. Well, anyway, let's go straight to this hangar. Well, here we are in Wavanda. And what is special about this plane? Well, first of all, there's like this thing sticking out, which is the thingy. The wheel comes up. It is a little tapered around it. It is impossible to do in Kerbal Space Program. Seeing the engines. You have this doesn't come all the way to the end. It sticks a little out more. I think mine comes around till around here. This extra nozzle thingy. Impossible to make. Well, not impossible, but very difficult. I didn't do it. Didn't make it. Anyway. Yeah. Somewhat. Not quite sure what this thing is for. I have not included it as my design, at least. This is very difficult to make, this thing. Well, it's not difficult, I did it. And well, let's look. Where's the center of mass? Seen all these fuel tankers are mainly over here, and this is monopropellant. Yeah, fuel tanks in the wings, and over here in the middle. Alright, well, I think the center of mass would be somewhere around here. And I think, in my thing, it is actually somewhere around there. Center of lift. Here, I think. Here the center of mass, here the center of lift, very close together. Maybe even on point. Probably on point, it's German. Anyway, let's head straight back to the thing. Here we go, here it is, in its beautifulness. I love it, I love how it looks. Even though I had to like change some stuff on it to make it work. Not quite sure if everything is still needed or not, but well, I may optimize it at some point, because even these things still have oxidizer in it, and this is just completely empty or whatever. All of the fuel is stored in here. First of all, I tried making it with a normal engine, but if you look at, well, with this engine, look at the max thrust, 50. Look at this thrust, 150. Well, let's say it could not lift itself from the ground, which was a shame. I was really unhappy about it. Do I already have? Yes, I do. Well then. Anyway, what do we have here? How does it work? What does it do? First of all, you may ask yourself, how the hell did you get that nose cone? Well, then I have to tell you, it's actually two. Oh dear, I messed something up. Just get it back to normal, please. Get it back. Yes, great. Anyway, I just plopped one of these kind of in the middle. It's not exactly, but it's as close as I would come to it. But still. Well, what do we have here? We have here a decoupler over here, because I thought maybe, you know, on the moment you decouple, there's still like these teeth over there. Don't know if they were causing me to crash and just die, so I placed it over there, so maybe it would have less impact. Anyway, if you decouple it, the whole wheel system comes down, just like in a normal thing, and if you land, it will just slide on these bars of iron. Anyway, still has some parachutes on it. I tried working them away, but well, look at the center of mass and the center of lift. It's pretty much on the same place. Yeah. By the way, in some guides they just say like, if it's off center, place it turn it a little bit. That's a terrible idea. Truly is. It's a terrible idea. Don't do that. You know what you have to do? Just change the pitch on these bloody things. The way SAS fixes it for you is that it just changes the pitch to where it doesn't change. Yeah. You probably already knew it, but still, for people who didn't. And stumble upon this video for some reason. Well, there you have it. I actually came across this fact because I was trying to make another thingy out of from scratch with some inspiration on the Mosquito, the British heavy fighter, and it kept on just making a loop on the runway, and after fixing everything and still continue to do that, I checked the bloody elevators, and they were actually a little bit up, and well, I kind of facepalmed. Anyway, this thing actually kind of resembles it a lot. I'm quite proud on how it looks, especially this nose cone. My lord, it fits perfectly. I love it. And also these cockpits, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. It's actually the first plane thingy where I tried it on. So it is actually, I started working on this particular thing before the ME162. Yes, indeed. That's a long time ago. Anyway, let's go through multiple stages of the development of this thing where I tried messing with stuff. Anyway, first of all, I made one, and its center of mass was a little stupid. So I made... do I still have it? Yes, I made a long one. I don't know, just felt like it. I just made a longer one, and that's this one. And this is the landing thing in its early stages, and for some reason this thing, I don't know how I did it, but an earlier version of this, because actually I just had it, I had one and I changed it, and then I landed with it perfectly fine on the runway, everything, and then I just kept on working on it, and then I tried it again when I actually pulled off the nose and just made it a shorter thingy. It didn't work anymore for some reason. I don't know what, but I know now what it was. I think I do, at least. No, maybe not. I'm not quite sure what it was. Something stupid, probably. Anyway, and then came the stage in which I... where's the cheaty one? Cheaty. I just put an extra wheel over here, you see? And it was also extending. Then tried to save it or whatever. And this works. It works perfectly fine. It stays exactly in this mode. It just, I don't know, why the hell would you need 3? 2 is good enough. It even stays just like this. It just stays perfectly balanced. One thing I noticed later on, which I fixed with putting a bar over here, is that this thing is not centered. Yeah. Anyway, that's this stage. And you see here that I actually also tried just putting one of these more diagonally, because maybe it would help or whatever, even though I never used it in the longer one, in the first version. Well then, and when I came back to it today, it was actually, the version was this. I had abandoned it. I was completely, I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't want to work on it anymore. And then I changed some stuff, quite some stuff. First of all, after I had changed when I had figured out that you could just change this, I changed these control surfaces, which made it a little better, and then I thought, let me just try to work it out again, because it worked, and I'm going to find out why it didn't work. The thing is, every time I tried it was on the ground, and apparently the ground doesn't like moving objects, so the thing just landed and made it a salto. Yes. Why did they call it the salto? I mean the Dutch people. I don't even think that it's English. Salto is pretty much a loop. I don't know. A loop thing, because it actually literally translates to jump in Italian. Why did I never notice that? I'm a dumb ass. Anyway, so I just got this thing off, and I kept on trying. No, didn't work. And in the end, it actually did work, because I landed on the runway, which fixed everything. Anyway, another thing I found out is this thing is still in the old version. Is just me having a plate over here and just, I don't know, just turning it around. But I actually tried to explore these tools for once, and apparently you can just place a gear, I'm a little late to this, and just get it over there and just place it inside. That's as easy as it is. Anyway, let's not save this thing. Let's get back to our own great thing. Oh yeah, and before I actually went on the runway, I decided maybe it's because, well, they land over here, they land on the two sides, and maybe I thought, maybe it's because of that. Maybe if I have the flat part under, it may work better. But, well, there was not really a difference. Anyway, just BAM! Exploded. Well, it was a tiny difference. I somehow got it to where it didn't explode. It just, I don't know, it just bounced, made a loop, and fell on the floor and exploded. Still exploded, but still. Anyway, let's take another look at this, and then we'll just, I think we'll then go ahead and fly it. This beautiful thing. I don't like that. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, this is the ME163. This is a really previous version. Oh no, it was just me messing about trying to do the engine again. That's what it is. So let's get back to the jet. In 4 stages. Why do you think there are 4? Because, what's my 4th stage? Please, thank you. Keep it up there. Yeah, another thing I tried was placing it over here, because I thought maybe these spikes had something to do with it. I still don't know if they do or not. Maybe that was the difference between the whole thing just exploding and making a jump when landing. Anyway, I think it's time we go out. Oh, I just noticed I talked for 12 minutes straight. Oh well. Maybe I'll edit it a bit. Anyway, thank you Jebediah for waiting 12 minutes on us. Let's start the engine and let's roll. Let's go. Yeah, kinda likes to pitch a little. Let's just get rid of it. And it is pretty much a straight line. Pretty much, I say, because it tends to go a little down a little, but well, I don't really mind. I didn't want to tinker with it anymore. Just wanted to, I don't know, make a video about it. And we can see that it is not very maneuverable, but decently maneuverable. This thing, by the way, still works. See? This is not losing anything. By the way, I also fixed all of my other things, aircraft, tinkered with them a little bit. Anyway, let's go for the grand finale. Because, well, it's pretty much it, isn't it? 15 minutes of me talking, and then a little bit of me flying and landing it. Because, well, I'll show you, by the way, also later on. You know what, let's first of all land the thing just on the grass, and I'll show you what happens. It might be a Jap by the way, if we do that, he probably won't die. So don't be scared, most of the time he doesn't die. Yes. Anyway, nice and gentle. Oh, I have not yet turned SAS on. Oh. Well, good enough, I guess. Turn it on though. I don't like it if I'm not landing. Let's try to keep a little distance from the ground. And try to get it to somewhat 33 kilometers an hour, something like that. Yeah, this should be fine, I guess. And we pitch down, yes. And you'll see that suddenly we jump and the whole thing goes off in rubble. Oh yeah. Now I remember why I didn't do that, because I struck the whole thing together, piece by piece, everything, and then made a salto and still exploded. Anyway, this is what happens if you try to... What's that? If you try to land it on the grass, which, well, I'd not recommend. Oh, right, only 3 minutes, that's not much. So let's just get up and make a circle and land again. No, that was a terrible idea. Damn it. Alright, so let's just get up and land again. And I was made a crucial mistake. Do not pull up before you are actually from the ground, because then the wheels will break. And I mean like brakes. Brake will turn on. You probably knew what I meant. You're smart people. Well, let's just turn it on. I'm quite happy about it, but, well, yes, I'm most happy about this thing and the Horton 229, which I have tinkered with, and it's now flies in a perfectly straight line, and I like it. I had to sacrifice some form out of the thing, but oh well, who cares? Oh, crud. That's why I use another stage, but it doesn't save stages. For bloody sake. And we're leading to landing. It's not as beautiful as my previous one, but still. Yes, this is my second try. I landed fine, but decided its wing wanted to touch the ground and clip off, even though we're going pretty slow. So let's just use SAS right now. You don't have to, but I prefer to use it because it's a landing. Anyway, I think it's going to be a beautiful landing if we do not just crash into the thing, because we're going too low and so slow. Right, I think it's safe. No, it's not safe. Oh shit, no. No! Oh, you made it. Yes. Damn it. Most of the time it goes alright. The previous one went fine. But oh well, it's an ME-163. What do you What do you expect? Most people died landing this thing. Many people, not most. Actually, maybe most, I don't know. Alright. Oh, sadly it has a tendency to like... It likes to turn itself. Yes, we did it. What a beautiful landing. Doesn't like to do it straight, but oh well. It works. And I'm already happy about that. Jab is safe. Can we just get him on the wing? No, we can't. That's a shame. But we can actually get him on there and then board still. So, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. Or much as I enjoyed the end stages of making this thing. See? It's perfectly balanced. My lord, I love it. This one and the Horton 229. I might actually make a video about how I changed them, even though it's a really short one. Because, well, it took me time. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. And take care, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.